Hi, welcome to LinkedIn Academy, and welcome to this training series about using LinkedIn to help you get more sales and recruits. We're going to go over building your business on LinkedIn using simple, effective tips to help you get more sales and recruits on LinkedIn. So if that piques your interest, hang tight. We'll be right back with you to present. So before we dive in, I wanted to share a very interesting statistic with you. Now, did you know that approximately 80% of business-to-business leads generated on social media platforms come from LinkedIn? Yes, LinkedIn is a very viable and important platform to add to your tool belt. Okay, let's get started. Part of being able to generate leads on LinkedIn is the details contained within your profile. Of course, the first detail to give thought to when you revamp your profile is your headline. This should be attention grabbing. This is my headline here. This you want to make it appealing and descriptive so that you actually show up in people's searches on LinkedIn. See, I see a huge amount of mistakes with the headlines that people use on LinkedIn. I see super spammy headlines. I see very salesy headlines. I see health and wellness expert a lot. There are a million profiles on every single social media platform that say health and wellness expert. It's a big mistake, so don't do it. Find something specific that you can use that will set you apart from the competition. Now, you also need to hone in on a second aspect of your profile, the content and visualization of that content. Pictures and videos are what you want to present here. Now, as you can see, I have photos and videos inside my main profile, and I have written articles that others can read and respond to. Note that I've included keywords in the title of many of these articles. Now, I want to show you the media section. I just clicked on the edit section of my profile. And if you scroll down, right here is the media section of your profile. This is where you can upload or create links to information that you want to portray on your profile. Okay? So that's it for your profile building experience. Just, how can I say this? Just remember to jazz up your profile with as many photos and videos as you can. So generating leads on LinkedIn is a little bit different than on Facebook. There's a lot of good information available to you on LinkedIn. And I recommend you take full advantage of it before you begin the activities involved in generating leads. So here's one of the things, or probably the thing you really want to do. Become a ninja on this search function in LinkedIn. Okay, so as an example, this is the kind of searches that you can do on LinkedIn. Let's say I want to contact real estate people in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm going to type real estate agent Asheville. Hit enter. This is what comes up. All right. Now we want to click on the People tab right there. You want to carefully check out the profiles of those you have interest in developing as leads. You want to find out what's important to them. So for example, if I click on this profile, I learn a lot about this person. Okay? We have 11 mutual connections. Okay, that's important to know. I know where they work. I know the history of their work. I know what they've been featured by other people for on their skills and endorsements. Here's a couple of recommendations by other people that I may or may not know. And here's the interests right here. Okay, so you can find out a lot about people in their profile by just doing a little investigation. Now, by posting regularly on LinkedIn, you can use a strategy we call influence marketing. Now, influence marketing is a great way to get people to trust you and look at your content and like what you're doing. Yet, it's not what it initially sounds like. Influence marketing is not like subliminal persuasion. What it is, it's all about being in contact with people and actually becoming an influencer with them. It's about sharing your passions with them. It's about making good connections with others. It's really about developing relationships. Now, here's some tips to create influence over your connections. Tag them in any posts you make. LinkedIn is unlike Facebook in that if you tag a bunch of people on Facebook, they may not appreciate it, and they may not want your tagged post on their wall. On LinkedIn, if you tag people with relevant content, they actually appreciate it. Check out their profiles, find out what's important to them, and then use that in your tagging activities. Share their content. Yes, share it. Sharing on LinkedIn does not take away from your audience. People won't often go directly to the person's post that you shared. On LinkedIn, the more you share other people's content, the more they'll start to pay attention to you and appreciate you. Always provide value in the groups that you join on LinkedIn. Interact and engage. Post your articles in the group. Start conversations inside the group. Just get people involved. Remember, it's extremely important on LinkedIn not to simply market, but to also build your connections and develop relationships. Honestly, network marketing is, always has been, and always will be about personal connections and personal relationships. You can automate a lot of things online, but developing relationships is not one of them. So I want to give you some tips on contacting professionals on LinkedIn. Okay? What I really love about LinkedIn is that when you compare it to Facebook, there's a lot more ways to connect with the exact person that you're looking for. So it's extremely important for you to give some thought as to what your perfect prospect might look like. I'm going to go back to my profile here. This is called the perfect avatar for your business. So think about the demographics here. I'll just give you an example off the wall. It might be my perfect avatar is a woman who's 18 to 35 years old, a professional who cares about her appearance, and someone who likes to socialize and attend the arts. Or my perfect avatar is a millennial who uses technology and prefers mobile devices to communicate. They're athletic and love the outdoors. So I'm sure you get the idea. Once you've written down your perfect avatar, LinkedIn's search function really helps you zero in on your market. By using the right search terms in the search bar of LinkedIn, you can really narrow your search parameters. Here's another example. Let's say you live in Asheville and you're struggling in your network marketing business, and you've decided to seek out a coach and mentor who can help you overcome the obstacles that are holding you back. So, by simply typing network marketing mentor Asheville and doing a search, you can find a local network marketing mentor. This is what comes up. You'll notice here that there are 286 results shown. And oh wow, look at the candidate who pops up on the top of that list. Now you see why setting your profile up correctly, as shown in the first training session, really pays off. By creating keywords that click with my perfect avatar, I get ranked as #1 for a possible search term that they might use. Now, you also may want to search for and join groups on LinkedIn that share a common interest with your business. And be sure to interact and comment within those groups. This helps give you visibility throughout the market that you want to be attracted to. Then, when you do write articles, place those keywords and the names of the groups you've joined into the tag area before you publish. This activity ensures that you have the greatest chances of having your avatar and market see what you've written. And they may comment on it if they find it of value. And any person commenting is now a lead. LinkedIn has a feature called Article Stats. Let me go to my profile and show you. All right, Article Stats. And what you want to do right here, you can take a look at who's viewed your profile. You can look at views of your post in the feed. If you click on the whole articles, you can check out all activity. You can check out your likes, your comments. Here's a comment right here. Okay, there's a lead for me right there. Okay, now by viewing these stats, you can see who's viewed your article. And that, my friend, is very valuable information because 9 times out of 10, a method of direct communication is right on these people's profile. Sometimes it's their phone number, sometimes it's their email, sometimes it's their Skype information. Now, also on the stats are the demographics and the interests of the people looking at your articles. So, as an example, if you see that most of the people viewing your articles are women and they're interested in makeup, and then if you're writing about hunting or four-wheeling in the mud, that may not be your best approach to attract your market. You will lose that following. So you can tweak your ideal avatar based on the stats that you see. This is much more powerful than Facebook. Now, other items of interest that you can glean from the stats page on LinkedIn. Here we go. Where are people located? And where people came from to view the article. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, etc. Contacting people on LinkedIn is different than Facebook. On LinkedIn, you'll be one of the few people who send someone a personal message. Now, when you do contact someone on LinkedIn, here's what you want to pay attention to. First, ensure that you have an interesting and enticing subject line for the contact. Always include their first name in the opening sentence. Be short and sweet. Get right to the point. You're dealing with professionals. These folks are professionals. They don't spend hours a day on LinkedIn. So don't send a long message to open up the door. Just tell them something you like that you saw on their profile, and then state that you hope or think that you guys might be mutually beneficial to each other. And then always, always ask them a question. And the final tip, always, always respond to messages sent to you. Most people don't do this on LinkedIn, and this will differentiate you from the crowd. Okay, so that's it. Now I'll give you the final homework in order to ensure your success on LinkedIn. Post at least one article per week, and you want to include the following: a keyword in the title, a keyword in the text, a video or picture. Make sure it's something that grabs people's attention. And finally, a call to action. Hope you got value out of this. If you did, please feel free to share. And, of course, like it if you see it on Facebook. The more people that see this, the better off we all are. There's plenty of business for everyone in this industry. To your success, go slay the dragon.